Hello class, how are you? I hope you all are good. Today we'll start with a new chapter that is the earth and the sky. So we all live on where? We all live on planet earth. When we see up in the sky, what do you see children in the daytime? You see the sun, and during the night time you see the moon, the stars. So all these are the heavenly bodies we see in the sky during the daytime, night time. So we'll see in this chapter what we'll study about the earth, the globe, the sky, sun, moon and stars, and the landing on the moon, that is your space voyage and Chandrayaan 3 mission. So all this we'll study in this chapter. So get ready, you have to find the names of the sun and all the planets which are being written here, the sun and all the 8 planets in this word search. Okay, let's just start with the chapter. Now the earth. Earth looks blue from space. Can you see in the pic? This is the planet Earth, the blue planet where we live. So the earth is made of land and water. Why it is blue? Because it has so much of water. So the earth is made of land and water. It is the home of all the living beings. तो जितनी भी living beings हैं, plants, animals, microorganism and जितने भी और tiny organisms हैं which we cannot see with the naked eye, तो सारे ही living things से मिलकर ये earth बना है. So it is the home to all the living things. Basically ये सारे ही living things इस earth पे रहती हैं. The earth looks blue from the space. Earth जो है space से blue दिखता है as you can see. So this is the pic taken from space. वहाँ से ये earth ऐसा दिखता है. क्यों दिखता है? क्योंकि इसका major part water से covered है. As we have seen in the last chapter कि 3/4 of the earth is covered with water. Now that is why the earth is also called the blue planet. इसी वजह से हम इसे blue planet कहते हैं. In the beginning, people believed that earth was round. People used to believe. They bought that they would fall off if they travel too far to edges. उनका ये मानना था कि circular earth है, अगर वो edges पे जाएंगे तो शायद गिर सकते हैं. Right? It was later proved by some scientists or the traveler that the earth is round in shape. So पहले वो ये मानते थे कि earth जो है flat है. Right? Later they thought they would fall off from the edges. It was also later proved that the earth is round in shape. It is slightly flat at the poles. So जो इसके polar regions हैं वहाँ पे ये थोड़ी flat है. Today's satellite photographs also confirm that earth is round. So जो आज की satellite है उससे भी ये prove होता है कि earth जो है वो round in shape है. Actually earth look like a orange shape, fruit like shape it has, but it is neither too round, it is actually flat at the polar region. Okay, so its shape is very unique. You'll study in higher classes. Its shape is earth like. That is a special name we gave it, geoid. So you'll study about it in higher class. So now we have a globe here. So the earth surface is very vast. So जो अर्थ का surface है वो काफी ज़्यादा vast है. It is not possible to go to every part of the earth. Then how we can study the surface of earth? तो अर्थ के सारे ही पार्ट्स पे जाना पॉसिबल तो नहीं है, लेकिन अगर हमें अर्थ के बारे में स्टडी करना है तो क्यों ना हम इसका एक छोटा मिनिएचर मॉडल बना दें. सो then how can we study? To study the surface, human has made a globe. You can see here. It is actually a small model of earth. It gives us an idea of the location of places on earth. कि अर्थ पे कौन कौन सी locations हैं. It is not possible to see all the parts of a globe at a time. तो at a time हम सारे parts नहीं देख सकते. Only half of the globe can be seen at a time. However, we can turn it around to see the other half. तो हम इसको turn कर सकते हैं. Here you can see हम इसे move कर सकते हैं जिससे कि हम इसका बाकी portion भी देख सकें. Look at the globe carefully and locate its two endpoints. The one at the top is the North Pole and the one at the bottom, other one is your South Pole. Now the line, वो line जो North Pole और South Pole को join करती है, ये क्या हो गई? Axis line. This is actually the axis. द एक्सिस ऑफ द ग्लोब रिप्रेजेंट द एक्सिस ऑफ द अर्थ, जिस पे वो रोटेट करता है। तो हम ऐसा मानते हैं कि अर्थ जो है अपने एक्सिस पे गोल गोल रोटेट करता है। नाउ द अर्थ एक्सिस is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degree पे ये tilt हुआ हुआ है, you can see it is not straight, it is tilted. This tilt is responsible for changing season. इसी tilt की वजह से उस पे seasons भी हैं, different parts of the earth पे varying amount of sunlight भी जाती है, कि सारी जगह एक जैसी sunlight नहीं जाती, कहीं पे ज़्यादा कहीं पे कम। Now you have to do this activity, egg shape earth you will make. You have to use an egg to explain the earth shape. Observe how its curved surface represents the curvature of the earth. You have to discuss its shape in the class. Now we'll study the sky. The sky appears blue during the day. तो दिन के टाइम हमें sky blue दिखता है. रात होते ही it appears dark blue. तो ये हमें कैसा दिखता है? रात के समय dark blue या black दिख सकता है. We see the sun, moon, stars in the sky. These are together called the heavenly bodies. Let us learn about them. First of all, we study about the sun, the huge star. So, it is actually a ball of hot gases. So, it gives us heat, it gives us light. Sun is a star. It is the nearest star. Earth का nearest star sun ही है. Right? The sun is surrounded by 8 planets. You can see in the solar system. कि सन के आसपास ऑर्बिट्स में 8 प्लैनेट्स हैं जो रिवॉल्व कर रही हैं. सो द सन, प्लैनेट्स एंड ऑल अदर हेवनली बॉडीज जैसे कि मून हो गए, स्टार्स हो गए, सो दे टुगेदर मेक अप द सोलर सिस्टम. सो नाउ विल से द 8 planets in the solar system were like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. All these planets move around the sun. They do not have their own light. तो planets की अपनी कोई light नहीं होती, वो sun की light से bright करते हैं या वो sun की light को reflect करते हैं. They reflect the light of the sun. If possible, you need to arrange a visit to a planetarium. आप एक visit कर सकते हैं अपने nearby city में ही प्लानिटोरियम, जहाँ पे आप वर्चुअली टूर कर सकें. दिस प्रोवाइड्स अ मोर इमर्सिव एक्सपीरियंस एंड एनहांसेस द अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि किस तरीके से आप सोलर सिस्टम वहाँ देख सकते हैं. मरकरी इज द क्लोजेस्ट प्लैनेट ऑफ द सन. वी कैन सी मरकरी काफी ज्यादा क्लोजेस्ट है एंड नेपट्यून इज द फारदेस्ट जो एकदम एंड में है. जुपिटर इज बिगेस्ट. यू कैन सी जुपिटर काफी बड़ा है और मरकरी जो है काफी छोटा है. वीनस काफी ज्यादा हॉटेस्ट प्लैनेट माना जाता है एंड यूरेनस कोल्डेस्ट माना जाता है क्योंकि ये सन के क्लोज है और वो सन के काफी दूर है. द मून, विल स्टडी अबाउट द मून, चांद जो हमें स्काई में दिखता है. सो द मून इज द ब्राइटेस्ट हेवनली बॉडी इन द नाइट स्काई, रात के समय. इट इज द नेचुरल सैटेलाइट ऑफ द अर्थ. सो ये अर्थ की क्या है चिल्ड्रन? नेचुरल सैटेलाइट. इट इज मेड ऑफ रॉक्स एंड इट हैज नो एयर. तो यहाँ पे कोई एयर नहीं है, ये रॉक से बना हुआ है. इट इज स्मॉलर देन सन. सन से तो साइज में छोटा है ये. दो इट अपीयर्स टू बी ऑफ द सेम साइज, फिर भी हमें सेम साइज का लगता है. दिस इज बिकॉज मून जो है वो सन से भी ज्यादा क्लोज है अर्थ के. इट्स डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम अर्थ इज अराउंड 3,84,400 kilometers. It is also smaller than the Earth. It does not have any light of its own. The moonlight we see is actually the reflected sunlight. So जो moonlight है वो actually sun की light है जो वो reflect करता है. The moonlight takes approximately 1.26 seconds to reach the Earth's surface, and whereby sun की light आती है 8 minutes 19 seconds में. So you can relate कि कितना दूर है sun और moon कितना पास है. Now the surface of moon, you can see this way the craters on the moon surface appears. The surface of the moon is rough, dry and dusty and is covered with craters, mountains and valleys. There are big round hollows called craters. moon पे इस तरीके से बड़े बड़े hollows pit हैं. These craters are formed when meteors crash onto the moon surface. तो जो कोई meteors इस पे आके hit होते हैं तो इस तरीके से क्रेटर्स बन जाते हैं और वो बने ही रहते हैं क्योंकि वहां कोई एयर नहीं है जिसकी वजह से वापस नॉर्मल सरफेस हो जाए विंड ब्लो होके. So the oldest craters were formed billions of years ago. There is no air and water. No life can exist. यहाँ पे कोई लाइफ नहीं है. द ग्रेविटी ऑफ द मून की अगर हम बात करें, ग्रेविटी क्या होती है? जो भी चीज हम गिराते हैं वो नीचे ही गिरती है. दैट इज एक्चुअली द ग्रेविटी. इन हिंदी भी से गुरुत्वाकर्षण. जैसे पानी है वो नीचे की तरफ ही जाता है, अगर हमारे हाथ से कोई चीज ड्रॉप हो जाती है वो भी नीचे ही जाती है. सो ग्रेविटी अगर हम बात करें मून की तो वो 1/6 है अर्थ की ग्रेविटी की. राइट अगर अर्थ की ग्रेविटी सपोज 10 है तो वहां पे कितनी है? 10 डिवाइड बाय 6. राइट तो 1.7 काफी कम ग्रेविटी है. ऑन द मून देयर इज नो साउंड सिंस देयर इज नो एटमॉस्फेयर. वहां पे कोई एटमॉस्फेयर नहीं है तो साउंड भी नहीं है. अगर कोई मून पे जाएगा तो ही और शी कैन नॉट टॉक, क्योंकि साउंड जो है वो एयर के थ्रू ही ट्रेवल करती है और हमें कोई भी चीज है वो तभी ही सुनाई देती है. राइट and if someone is weighing 60 kgs on earth then it will be 10 kg on moon. Right so this is the ratio you can relate कि 1/6 का मतलब क्या था? 1/6 का मतलब है अगर कोई यहाँ 30 kg का है तो वहां कितने का होगा? 5 kg का. यहाँ 60 है तो वहां 10 kg का. तो वहां पे हमारा वेट काफी ज्यादा कम हो जाता है. सो वेट एक्चुअली डिपेंड्स ऑन ग्रेविटी. ग्रेविटी कम तो वेट भी कम हो जाएगा. Now, if you weigh 40 kg on Earth, what would be your weight on the moon? So you can divide 40 by 6, right? Now we'll see the stars. Twinkle, twinkle, little stars. You can see in the pic. The bright twinkling objects in the sky, they are actually the stars. The stars are huge glowing balls of fire. Sun is also a star. So the stars have light of their own. They give the light because they are very hot, क्योंकि काफी गर्म होते हैं. There are so many stars in the universe that we cannot count them. If you sleep one day on the terrace under the sky, you will see there are so many stars and it will be very difficult for you to count. Why? Because they twinkle. It seems like they are disappearing, again appearing. So you cannot count. There are a number of stars you see in the sky, difficult for you to count. So about 7,000 stars can be seen from the earth without a telescope. You can see so many stars. The stars do not move. They are fixed at their position. Many stars are bigger than the sun. They appear small क्योंकि वो sun से भी बहुत दूर हैं. Now, some stars remain in groups and forms pattern in the sky. कुछ स्टार को एक शेप या पैटर्न बना लेते हैं. These groups are called constellations and it is known कि अभी तक 88 known constellations हैं जिन्हें हम जानते हैं. Constellations move as a whole across the sky. पूरा का पूरा वो पैटर्न शेप constellation sky में move होता हुआ हमें दिखता है. Some famous constellations are Scorpius, Orion, Great Bear, Leo. You can see. Now we'll study the landing on the moon. Now, although the moon is far away, human has accomplished the momentous journey there. बेशक ही moon काफी दूर है, फिर भी human beings वहां पर जा चुके हैं. The first man to land on the moon were the crew of American space mission Apollo 11. Apollo 11 carried three American Armstrong that were Neil Armstrong, three American astronauts that were Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin and Michael Collins. ये तीनों ही स्पेस में गए थे. आर्मस्ट्रॉन्ग पहला बंदा है जिसने मून पे कदम रखा and thus became the first man to set the foot on the moon on July 21, 1969. So he and Aldrin step on the moon's surface while the third astronaut Michael remain in the spacecraft to circle the moon and keep in touch with the earth. वो अर्थ के साथ कांटेक्ट में था. To bring back to the earth they gathered sample of rocks. वहां से वो रॉक के सैंपल लेकर आए. By numerous details about the moon have been revealed. फिर उस सैंपल से काफी सारी डिटेल्स हमें पता चली. So this was the crew of the three astronauts from Apollo 11, the American astronauts. एल्ड्रिन और उसका फर्स्ट बूट प्रिंट मून पे. स्पेस वॉयज मतलब स्पेस जर्नी. सो राकेश शर्मा, सुनीता विलियम्स, कल्पना चावला, they are the Indian space tourists that have motivated young people to go into space. Russian Major Yuri Gagarin became the first man to travel into the space on April 12, 1961. So, Valentina Tereshkova of Russia was the first woman to go into the space. Squadron leader Rakesh Sharma was the first man from India to enter the space on April 3, 1984. Kalpana Chawla was the first woman of Indian origin to fly to space. Sunita Williams became the second woman of Indian origin who went to space in 2006. Though she has set a world record of staying in space for more than 195 days, that is approximately 6 months. So nearly six and a half months वो space में ही रही, right? So this way they have inspired और Indians को उन्होंने inspire किया space में जाने के लिए. They have set the world record. Now we'll see Chandrayaan-3 mission. So Indian Space Research Organization that is ISRO इन्होंने एक लॉन्च करा चंद्रयान मिशन. इससे पहले भी चंद्रयान 1 and 2 हो चुका है. So this was the third mission to explore the moon by making a soft landing on the natural satellite of Earth that is moon. Moon पे लैंड होके वो उसे एक्सप्लोर करने गए थे. Building upon the success of its predecessors, इससे पहले जो 1 and 2 mission था, the third lunar mission, lunar actually is moon, so the third moon mission is set up to push the boundaries of space discovery and innovation. Chandrayaan 3 takes off from Satish Dhawan Space Center, which is actually in Andhra Pradesh, on July 14, 2023. The spacecraft entered the lunar orbit on 5th of August and the lander Vikram touched down the lunar south polar region on 23rd August 2023, making India the fourth country, इससे India fourth number पे आया, fourth country to successfully land on the moon and the first to do so near the moon south pole की तरफ वो लोग explore करने गए थे. So this was the mission. Now with this we have done. Now time to recall the chapter. The earth is round in shape. The sun is a big ball of hot gases. The moon is a natural satellite of the earth. The stars are huge glowing balls of fire. Neil Armstrong was the first man to land on the moon. Chandrayaan 3 successfully landed on the moon on 23 August 2023. Now, time for conceptual assessment. Say yes or no. A globe is a small model of Earth? Yes. The sky appears red during the day? No, it appears blue. Stars have light of their own? Yes. Now you have to take your pick. How many planets are there in the solar system? 6, 8 or 9? There are 8 planets. Which is the coldest star to the earth? Sun, Sirius or Altair? So Sun is the closest star to the earth. Which one is not a constellation? Leo, Orion are constellation. Algol is not a constellation. Now you have to name the following. The blue planet. Earth is the blue planet. The small model of the earth we used to study, that is globe. The natural satellite of the earth is moon. The sun and its family, solar system. A group of stars forming a pattern is actually a constellation. Now you have to answer the following questions. How is globe useful to us? Globe हमारे लिए कैसे useful है? हम उन locations को पढ़ सकते हैं, study कर सकते हैं जहाँ पे हमारे लिए जाना feasible नहीं है. What are constellations? The pattern formed in the sky. You have to name any 4 constellations. Why there is no life on the moon? Because there is no atmosphere, no water, so there is no life. Why do stars look small? Because they are very far, right? Name the Indians who had gone into the space. So you have to name Rakesh Sharma हो गया, Sunita Williams, Kalpana Chawla, right? Now time for competency based assessment. You have to complete the flow chart by writing the names of the planets in increasing order of their distance from the sun. First one is Mercury, then Venus, then Earth. Fourth one is Mars, the red planet, Jupiter, the largest planet, Saturn, the ring planet, Uranus, the coldest planet, and in the last, Neptune. Now you have to look at this globe in your school and tell, can you find India on it? आपको इंडिया को लोकेट करना है. Where all do you find sea? कहाँ पर आपको sea दिख रहा है? Water body, the blue part. Which countries can you see on it? इस पे आपको कौन कौन सी countries दिख रही हैं? आपको लोकेट करना है. What else can you see? So this you will discuss. Now you have to note down the weight of each member of your family. Find out how much they would weigh on the moon by dividing their weight by 6. Okay. A spacecraft is traveling to the moon at a speed of 3 km per second. Calculate the time it takes to reach the moon, which is approximately इतना distance away. So we know कि moon जो है इतना दूर है, तो हमें क्या calculate करना है? Time. They have given us the speed. They have given us the distance. So we have to calculate the time, which is actually distance divided by speed. So this way you can divide 3,84,400 with 3. You will get the answer in seconds. Okay. Now Starlink, ये एक नया सैटेलाइट इंटरनेट सिस्टम है जो कि एलॉन मस्क ऑपरेट कर रहा है. You can see Elon Musk rocket company SpaceX, it started launching Starlink satellite in 2019. As of May 2023, Starlink consists of over 4,000 mass-produced small satellites in the LEO. LEO होता है आपका लो अर्थ ऑर्बिटल जोन में, जिससे कि नेटवर्क्स में प्रॉब्लम ना आए, क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा क्राउडेड सैटेलाइट हो जाती है हाई ऑर्बिटल जोन में. तो उन्होंने अपना लियो में लॉन्च करा है. You have to investigate Elon Musk building a satellite constellation online and you have to prepare a report on it. Now you have to design your solar system mobile considering the relative sizes, distances, features of each planet. You can also incorporate rings for Jupiter, Saturn, bands for Jupiter and reddish color for Mars. Attach the planets to the wires or strings and hang them in the mobile arrangement as seen in the template over here. Now, value corner. You have to discuss the importance of time management in space missions. कि space missions में time management का क्या role है. You have to create a schedule for a hypothetical moon mission. अगर कोई एक consider कर लेते हैं हम random. So you have to consider the time zone, mission के क्या क्या phases रहेंगे और कैसे उसमें members जो हैं वो coordinate करेंगे planet Earth से. So class, with this we have done with the chapter. Meet you in the next class. Till then, stay tuned.